Vulnerability is really important for effective leaders because it allows you to be real and it allows you to be able to be seen as real. I think the key characteristics of effective leadership are compassion and vulnerability. To be able to lead in a way where you can see other people's flaws, accept your own flaws, and inspire in that direction. Vulnerability is huge in leadership.
Leadership is vision, inspiration, and it's creativity.
What I think some of the key characteristics of an effective leader, I always say 2 eyes, 2 ears, and 1 mouth. The ability to observe, the ability to listen, and the ability to wait. First understand and then be understood and then speak.
There are several key characteristics of effective leaders. I will name a few. The first one is decisiveness. It's very important to be decisive and make a decision, even when you aren't 100% sure on what's the right choice. Choosing one option as quickly as possible and figuring out if it was in fact the right choice as quickly as possible is always the best route. You can always pivot after that, but the longer you go being indecisive, the longer it takes to get anything done, and you do lose the confidence of your staff. So I think decisiveness is number one, adaptability is number two, and that is the ability to pivot or change your mind on something, and those two go hand in hand. They seemingly seem opposite, be decisive but adaptable. It's make that decision, and if you realize it's the wrong decision, change your mind. And the best leaders I've observed are so good at both of those. They're emphatic on an answer or a decision, and then 3 days later they might be emphatic on the opposite position because they have seen data and evidence to point them that way. I'll mention another one. I mean, there's so many, but a third one I'll mention is it's almost empathy mixed with being sociopathic, and that sounds a little crazy, but it's the ability to understand someone else's position and in some ways speak to, it's almost a little manipulative, but not really, but speak to what motivates them and what they need to end up taking them with you on your journey and getting them to your goal. So it's really having like this EQ and understanding who each of your staff members are, each of your employees are, and speaking to them uniquely in the voice that they need to be spoken to in.
Vulnerability is really important for effective leaders because it allows you to be real and it allows you to be able to be seen as real. I would much rather follow someone, listen to someone that I saw that they had flaws. I felt like they were not putting on this persona or being someone that I could never actually achieve or aspire to be.
Leadership characteristic that has emerged as very important, it always was important, but I think it's strong again, is the ability to be persuasive, and that's that salesmanship. And that's whether it's you needed to raise money during this time and you needed to persuade people to do that, or whether you needed to motivate a discouraged staff, or whether you needed new clients. This ability to be persuasive is also incredibly important for leaders right now.
A leader inspires and influences.
Hey everybody, Jessica LaChance here. Do you want more business education for your fitness studio or wellness business? Subscribe to our YouTube channel or our email newsletters, and we'll see you here soon.